Hello YouTube, D. Lewis here, and yes, I'm finally making another video on 3Blog Network. The reason why I haven't is I actually had two videos. I had two videos on my camera, on my old camera. I had two videos, two like 6-minute, really good videos filmed, and then I lost my camera. And then I found out that not only did I lost it, I broke it basically. So that video went out the door. But I'm filming another one, and this one will definitely be up on YouTube. I hope. Fingers crossed. But the topic of this one is DC United and rebuilding, and as we know, DC United had a record futile season last year. It was ridiculous. They had the least amount of goals, they were last in the league, but that also means they have a lot of opportunities to improve the team. And that you know, they have that in re-entry drafts and MLS drafts. So let's start with the re-entry draft. It's a thing that the MLS is doing for the first time this year for veterans that have been released by the team, I think. It's actually a really complicated procedure, and you can read about those procedures. You can find it on the web, but it's really complicated. So in the first phase of it, only 2 players were picked, and I guess it's because teams don't really want to take on the contracts of aging veterans. But DC United took one, and it was Joseph Nguenya from the Houston Dynamo. And Nguenya helped them win their championship. He's a really athletic forward, and he will definitely help the forward line that now consists of Pontius, Hernandez, and Chrisman, but Chrisman's in contract negotiations, so it might not be him. But Pontius, I think, will be our star up there. But yeah, so he was definitely important. So now we have to look forward to who we're going to pick in the second phase of the MLS re-entry draft. Now, a lot of people are clamoring for a big name like Juan Pablo Angel or Guillermo Barros Chiloto. But we should not take on those contracts, especially for an offensive position. We should let our young players develop in those positions. What we should do is we should pick Jimmy Conrad from, I guess now it's called Sporting Kansas City. He has a pretty big contract, but not as huge as the other ones. Plus, he's a really solid center back, and he'd be important for some of the young players that we're undoubtedly going to put on the line. And yeah, that's what we should do in the re-entry draft, I think. But I would not be upset if we picked Juan Pablo Angel or Guillermo Barros Chiloto, especially Chiloto because he's such a developer in the midfield. But I think Conrad would help us the most. All right, after the re-entry draft, we have to look towards signings and trades, and I think we should focus on defense. And something I know we can do is we can sign Ethan White from Maryland to a youth academy, a development contract. He's very important. He's going to be a top pick in the draft if we let him go, and that's why we need to sign him. We have to make him another homegrown signing because he's very, very talented. He's a defender from Maryland. He was a big part of their run in the NCAA tournament this year. And then as for trades and signings, I'd say sign some more defenders. What do we have back there? We have like Jakovic, right? Dejan Jakovic, and right now, that's close to what we have. I think we have Birch. Birch is back there, and it's not a lot of players. That's why we need to. We got Julius James. I'm slowly remembering more and more, but we still need to sign defenders. We need to get defender help, and I think it needs to start with Jimmy Conrad. As for that, after that, we need to focus more on defense with our trading and signs. And once we think we have that, then we can start looking towards it and we can start looking forward to the MLS draft. And what I think there are a lot of options for us to do in the MLS draft. But what I think we should do is, if he comes to us, which is still, we're not sure, but if he does come to us, we should pick Omar Salgado, who's not attached to any team right now. He's 6'3", but he has a very raw talent, but he's very, 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 very talented. And I think we could turn him into a superstar. And if we have all those stuff together, we will be bad last year, but we certainly won't be where we are now because of players in the midfield like Junior Carrero, the brother of Fred, Junior Carrero, Andy Nahar, Connor Shanosky. It's a lot of players, that could help us. Alright, thanks for watching. There will be a new one hopefully up soon. I don't know about what it would be about, but certainly it'll be up soon. Make sure to check out all the blogs. They will be in the description below, and other channels I have here, in case you didn't know. Alright, thanks for watching, and see you later.